Hello there, and welcome back to the Cinema Asylum Review Ward. My name is Dylan. I'm one of the two superhero and sci-fi experts.
I am Matthew, the other superhero and sci-fi experts. Once again, we are taking this over because it's a superhero show.
Yeah, it's our show. Get the fuck out of here, John, with your stupid ass superhero opinions. Bad takes. Matthew, what were we talking about today?
We are talking Marvel's Echo. We'll do a quick recap. I was going to do something, I didn't do it. I was going to look up how to do spoilers in sign language. I thought that would have been really cool.
Do you want to start the episode over?
No, it's good.
Okay.
But yes, spoilers, if you have not watched it, or if you haven't finished it. Like Dylan.
You didn't have to call me out on the episode. I'll let you know that.
I did, though, so it's okay.
I watched 3 of the 5 episodes, okay?
But yes.
I was busy watching fucking What If.
But yes, this is also the first Disney Plus MCU show with an MA rating.
Yes.
Because I just finished it that last week, but all the MNU, Marvel Netflix universe, are now canon to the main MCU.
Yeah.
I'll just say real quick, I really enjoyed all of it.
Everything that I've seen, I liked. I liked a lot too.
I mean, of the Marvel Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jessica Jones is my least favorite series.
Really?
But I really enjoyed season 3.
Okay. Yeah. That is a common thing. A lot of people like season 3.
If I had to rank the main shows, I would go Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. Defenders I won't count as a separate show because it was a crossover.
Me personally, I would probably put Jessica Jones above Iron Fist, not because I didn't like Iron Fist like a lot of people did.
Yeah.
But because I just liked Jessica Jones a little bit more.
Yeah.
But no, otherwise I agree with that list.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Recapping Echo. First off, we get the first episode is mostly a recap. Recapping first I'm not good at this recap thing. Echo is raised in Tacoma, Oklahoma, and she is part of the I'm gonna screw this up. Choctaw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Choctaw?
Choctaw, that's what I was thinking it was. Part of the Choctaw tribe. She is deaf, and her father is apparently not that good of a guy.
Well, I mean, he's a good guy. He's just running with background.
Yeah. But her and her mom are going to get ice cream from, I believe it's ice cream, something like that. They're going to the store, and they get in a car accident. Her mom dies.
Mm.
Her dad moves her to New York to work with Kingpin.
Yeah.
And
that's when he gets into the tracksuit mafia.
Yeah, he gets into the tracksuit mafia from Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Her dad ends up getting killed, and Echo is raised by Kingpin, and he kind of trains her to become like a weapon almost.
Yeah.
And she ends up one of the flashback fights in the first episode. We get to see her fight Daredevil.
Yeah. No, that kicked ass.
Our boy is back.
Yeah, that I really like that. Like, I saw somebody say that that's how they should do cameos in the MCU, and I fully fucking agree.
That fight scene was sick.
Yeah, it wasn't like drawn on or anything like that.
No.
It was really quick. It felt like very in universe. It made perfect fucking sense. I loved it.
And we got Daredevil back in the red suit, as he should be.
No, he's not back in the red suit. He's still currently, to our knowledge, in the mustard one. I like it. It's a throwback to how he was originally.
I think by Daredevil Born Again, he'll be back in the red suit, though.
I don't want him to be.
I do.
I don't.
Anyway, yeah, her and Daredevil get in a fight, and then it goes to the events of Hawkeye, where she meets Ronan, and he kind of sets her on the path of getting away from Kingpin.
Yeah.
And she finds out Kingpin killed her father, or had her father killed.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of Hawkeye, she ends up shooting Kingpin in the face. And now she has went back to her hometown, and she is trying to dismantle Kingpin's influence everywhere. Start
Hometown of Tacoma?
Tacoma, Oklahoma. Yes.
Okay. I
She's-
wasn't sure.
She's trying to dismantle Kingpin's ties to her hometown.
Mm.
She rides her motorcycle there and tries to. She meets up with, I believe it's her cousin, Biscuits.
Yes.
Yeah, it's her cousin.
I fucking love biscuits.
Yeah. She doesn't want to tell her best friend growing up, Bonnie, that she's back in town. Actually, I think Bonnie's her cousin too. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Okay.
Oh.
She doesn't want to tell Bonnie she's back, but she meets up with her uncle Henry,
Yes.
and who runs the skating rink, and he initially doesn't want anything to do with helping her, saying, "Don't bring that trouble to our town."
Mm.
Her grandparents have broken up after she moved away. She thinks her grandma hates her. Her grandpa kind of gets involved a little bit, but what else is he in? He's very familiar.
See, I was gonna say, if you watch Echo, and you've watched the Twilight Saga, you're gonna recognize a lot of faces.
I've only seen the first Twilight, unfortunately, and I don't want to remember it, and I don't remember it, so.
A lot of the people casted in this movie were casted in New Moon as well,
Okay.
because there's a lot of people, a lot of Native American people
Okay.
that were casted in the Twilight Saga, and her uncle, the guy that runs the rink,
Yeah, Henry.
he's actually like the leader of the werewolves in Twilight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I recognize a lot of the faces from, and I'm pretty sure her grandpa was also in Twilight, but I'm not super sure about that one.
Okay. Yeah, she starts dismantling Kingpin's organization. She thinks Kingpin's dead.
Yes.
Episode 3, Kingpin shows back up.
You have skipped so much. I'm just gonna
I
let
don't
you know
remember like a lot of it.
Talk about the roller rink. What happens at the roller rink?
The guys watching. I don't think the fight was after, wasn't it?
What are you talking about? It wasn't after Kingpin came back.
It wasn't?
No, because remember the guy at the desk, when she first goes there to talk to her uncle.
Oh, he calls somebody, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, so is that bounty on the King Killer still alive?"
I told you I'm not good at recaps. Like,
No. I know. I'm trying to help you.
yeah.
I'm trying to help you out.
So he calls. People from New York show up,
Yeah.
and they've got Maya Echo in the tied up in the back room, and they've got Henry tied up, I think,
Yes.
they have Henry tied up.
They have him at hostage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Bonnie shows up. Nobody answers the door, so she comes in the back room. They end up tying her up too. Echo finds a way to escape. She launches something out of I don't know what it was.
I'm not 100% fucking sure, but she makes some gadget out of like skate rigs.
Yeah. And it shoots rocks.
Yeah. So she pops a bunch of the LED bar lights above this girl that's guarding the room.
And then
scares the
shoots her
shit
with
out of her. Yeah, and shoots her, and that's how she gets out of it.
And then we get to one of my favorite scenes. So she cranks the skating rink's music all the way up to the point where, since she's deaf, it doesn't bother her.
Right.
But it's to the point where everybody's ears are practically bleeding, and they're blasting Dragula.
I really like the choice of music that they went for with that.
Yes,
I liked it.
Yes. But they're just blasting Dragula, and she just starts kicking the crap out of them.
She whoops their fucking asses.
Someone gets slammed through the pinball machine.
Dude, she goes through the wall with somebody.
Yeah.
She means fucking business. She takes care of them one after another.
Yeah.
It's some Daredevil shit. It's really good.
It's not quite as gory as Daredevil, but it's up there with Iron Fist maybe.
Oh, one thing that you haven't mentioned yet is the fact that she keeps getting these flashes.
Oh yeah.
Of other people.
Yeah. She gets flashes, which it showed at the beginning of the show that her people believe that they came from somewhere inside the Earth, I believe. I think that's what it was.
Kind of, yeah.
Inside a cave inside the Earth. And someone had the powers to bring them out of the cave. This woman.
If you've seen the Kahori episode of What If, it's that, basically. Basically. They just don't go through a body of water.
Okay, yeah, I need to watch What If.
Yeah, you do.
You're not gonna let me forget that.
Yes, I won't. Kahori
yeah.
is too fucking good. You need to fucking see her before she makes an appearance in the MCU.
But she keeps getting flashes to this.
Yes.
And they show like someone else in like this old movie. Was that episode 3?
In an old movie?
Yeah, like an old clip of like black and white. Or was that episode 4?
That's probably 4 because I don't think I saw that.
Okay. So at the end of episode 3, Kingpin returns.
Yes.
So they show like this, I'm guessing 17 to early 1900s, because people were in cowboy hats and stuff. People like protecting the tribe, and like there's this girl that's trying to protect the tribe, but
oh no, I've seen that. That's episode 3.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she kicks fucking ass.
Yeah. And it's revealed like she has like this powers where she could see the flashbacks.
Yeah, so one of the things about it is like it's about like it comes to you when you're ready.
Yes.
And so you
Certain
just have to
people
find
have
your yeah, certain people have it. It kind of chalks her up as like a reincarnation of the same person who led
In a way,
her
yeah.
people.
Yeah. Or it's like the chosen of her people.
Yes. Yeah. It's always a woman.
I could almost
yeah.
see that, like being the chosen by their god or gods.
Yes. Yeah. And there's a whole thing with the spiral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more along that line, like they're chosen by the god or gods of their people.
Yeah.
But so grandma ends up finding out. Her and her grandpa kind of get back together in a way. Well, not
that's good. Rooting for them.
yeah, not fully back together, but yeah, like they're talking at least.
Yeah.
Biscuits is still helping, but Bonnie obviously finds out she's still alive. In episode 3, she wants to help, and Maya's like, nah. Kingpin doesn't want to kill her. He just wants her to come home, and he wants to like make her more part of the Empire. And he gives her an option, and she just tries to run. She just doesn't say goodbye. But turns out Kingpin, they're having a powwow, like where they put all the stuff from their tribe, like they display it to the public, and it's like this big like fair thing basically.
Okay.
And Kingpin brings his guys to like shoot the place up, and they end up. She finds out like something's going down. She's like, I don't know, let's say 200 miles away, whatever. She's gone. She's been on the road for several hours, and Kingpin has Bonnie and her grandma trying to force her to come back to him. Biscuits is running security at the fair, and like this
makes sense.
guy shows up in an RV, one of Kingpin's guys, and he's like, vendors, if you're just here for the show, you got to park over there. He's like, you know what? I'm going to park over here. And it's because he's got like a rocket launcher, and he's going to shoot the place up.
Poor Biscuits.
So yeah,
he's got to be like, oh, like I can't really do a whole lot.
No, I'm going to park over here. Like no. So Echo fully. She talks to her grandma. I'm backtracking now because she talked to her grandma before. I messed up. Her grandma finds out, like tells her about like the ancestors, like with the spiral.
Yes.
And she finds out she could share the power. So she goes back to stop Kingpin, and Kingpin's basically like, "There's more of us than there are of you." And she transfers the power to Bonnie and her grandma too. So her grandma's just sitting there dropping people. So yeah, she goes on the road. I don't remember the ending now. I don't remember.
Well, what the fuck?
I don't know. I watched it all at once. I shouldn't have watched it all at once. It was too much to process.
Yeah, I don't fucking remember it, so.
You didn't watch it yet, so.
Yeah.
Crap.
Damn, I thought that we were on a better boat letting you do the recap.
Apparently not.
Shit.
Crap.
Do you need a second to look it up? Because I'm sure that the fandom site knows. It's going to be a brief intermission. Thank you very much.
So I'm just going to cut all this out.
Okay. Do 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 do.
Yeah, I'm just going to cut all this out. I'm an idiot. I just need to start having my phone and looking at Wikipedia during the recap.
Yeah, it's gonna have to happen.
I am like on crack with this recap.
Yeah, you didn't mention the train scene at all.
Yeah, I don't.
It's okay. It's okay. It's the first time you've done the recap.
Yeah,
I fucked up a bunch the first time I did the first recap I did. So it's no big.
And to be fair, like that was only one episode too.
Yeah.
It's easier when it's one episode at a time.
Yeah, just look up the MCU fandom page.
I'm on Wikipedia. Okay, so yeah, Maya finds out. I'm cheating. I'm looking at a phone.
It's whatever. Read off the script.
Maya finds out that Fisk has kidnapped her grandma and Bonnie, and threatens to kill her entire family for betraying him. Biscuit goes down after Kingpin's men with a monster truck.
Of course he fucking did. My man.
Henry kills Kingpin's boss dude, the guy with the accent or whatever.
Okay.
He kills him.
The flea looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Maya actually ends up using her powers because it's revealed in a flashback in the last episode. She shoots a rock or something at a bird and hurts it, and it was flashback to when her mother was alive, and her mother has the same power, and she uses the power to heal the bird.
Oh, okay.
They flash back to Daredevil in a way, showing Kingpin with his father.
Okay.
The hammer with killing his father.
Yes.
She puts her hand on Kingpin and removes the trauma. Heals the trauma.
Oh my god. Okay.
So he's like, "What did you do to me?"
Shit.
And he can't figure out what's going on. So yes, Maya does leave the city. That's why I couldn't figure out. She says goodbye to her family and leaves.
Okay.
In the last scene, I remember this clearly.
There's a post-credit scene, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. Kingpin's on the plane back to New York. You don't.
I'm fine having spoilers up into the post-credit scene for this one. Go ahead.
You already know about it anyway.
What? Do I?
It's been rumored for a while.
Just because it's been rumored doesn't mean I know. Hold on.
Kingpin is on the plane back to New York. We can hear heavy breathing. Kingpin's on the plane back to New York, and there's a news report on the TV.
Is my breathing picking up on the mic?
Yes.
I was wondering.
I can't keep it straight. Kingpin hears a news report on the TV. He is, they're saying they need a real bare bones brawler, an outsider in the mayor's office. And it zooms in on him, like, looking like interesting. Like, so Kingpin is officially going to run for mayor.
Is that it?
Yes. Did you hear?
No.
Okay.
No, I started doing something instead of breathing very loudly. Me breathing loudly was what was helping me not hear what you were saying. Oh shit, my pet fell off. All right. Yeah, I'll find that out after I watch the second episode or the last episode. I just didn't want to be spoiled about that because I haven't seen fucking shit about what the post-credits scene is.
Well, you heard me say it's Kingpin. That's all I'm gonna say.
I heard that Kingpin was like flying back or something like that, and that's it. So I don't know what the fuck else is going to happen. And you seemed very giddy about it. So I'm glad that I didn't get spoiled.
It's something that's been rumored for a while, so.
Okay.
About Spider-Man 4.
He's running for mayor. Damn it!
Like I said, you would have known.
Well, yeah, but you said Spider-Man 4. That's what...
Like, it's been obvious. Like, you would have known already. Like,
Well, yeah, because I know that he runs in the comics. I've played fucking Insomniac Spider-Man and shit, so, like... No, I know
I'm saying, like,
that's
been
happened.
an obvious rumor for a while. Like,
Well, yeah, but, like, I didn't...
yeah. So you already knew. It was just, yeah.
It was just knowing the fact that it was linked to Spider-Man 4 rumors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think we've even talked about that on the podcast already, that we thought Kingpin was going to run for mayor in the next thing.
Well, yeah, but
So,
still,
yeah.
like, it's like the whole thing with Cobb Vanth showing up the first episode of season 2 of Mando.
Yeah.
Like, he was rumored and confirmed, like, for a long time before season 2 came out. But just because I knew that he was going to be in the show didn't mean that I wanted fucking pictures posted online same fucking day.
True.
It's the same thing. Just because I know about the rumor doesn't mean I want to know that it's an actual fucking thing.
True.
Or at least be told.
Oops.
Dick. It's whatever. I can forgive you in
said
time.
You just said you didn't care about spoilers, so no.
Well, yeah, I said I said that was like the one spoiler that I cared about. Be like, oh, well, it's about Kingpin, you know that. It's like, okay, well, fucking something else could have fucking happened. I don't know.
I
Fucking...
thought, like, my mind went to, like, that was the only logical thing.
No. It didn't become the most logical thing until you said Spider-Man 4.
I picture it as the most logical thing all this time. Like, when it happened, like, I was like, yeah, that's...
Damn you! Did she at least heal his eye?
No.
He's gonna have an eye patch. Hell fucking yeah, let's go.
It wasn't messed up. It was scarred, but his eye was still there.
Fuck off! He got shot in the fucking head, point fucking blank.
Yeah, I don't know if he could see out of it, but, like, the eye's still there and everything.
So wait, they show it?
Yeah. He
Cool.
takes the eye puff off next episode.
That's cool. Okay, I'm wait for that.
Yeah. Is it better than you thought it was going to be?
Well, Echo? Yes.
Yeah.
No, because I was steadily getting more excited about it leading up to Echo. Because I just, like, they were chalking it up to be really cool, and they did some pretty cool marketing things.
Yeah.
They did a ASL poster.
Yeah.
That spelled out Echo.
Yeah.
Which I thought was neat.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, I liked it. Or I've liked what I've watched so far.
Yeah.
And it sounds like I'm going to continue liking it.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me bummed out that it was a limited series.
Yeah.
Which they haven't confirmed or denied that it's a limited series. I can just only guess based on the fucking fact that there's one season, 5 episodes, and they dropped all episodes the same fucking day.
Yeah, I think it's a mini-series.
Yeah. It's part Spotlight, too.
Yeah.
But that makes me worry about the other shit. So.
Yeah, Marvel Spotlight, a new thing.
Yes.
Echo's the first one. Will be grounded, not really... It'll be connected to the larger MCU.
It just won't be over the head connected.
Right. And it will be able to be like, you could skip over the Spotlight stuff if you don't want to watch it. Like, it won't be threatening the rest of the MCU continuity. Because it's also going to be...
They better not come out and say that and then put Daredevil Born Again under that.
Well, it's
thing,
also
because
gonna...
there's going to be a lot.
I think it's because it's...
that.
I think it's going to be all MA and R-rated stuff.
Okay.
So that way, like, the kids can skip over the adult stuff.
Okay.
Even though this wasn't really that...
No, not from what I saw.
No.
It wasn't a whole lot different from what we got in Daredevil.
It was less than Daredevil.
Yeah.
The language was, like, almost non-existent.
Yeah. Well, you would kind of figure for Echo.
Right. Well, that's bad. That's bad. It was just a little bit gorier than the rest of the MCU. It wasn't nearly as Daredevil level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Daredevil Season 3, because Season 3 was milder than the rest of them.
Yes. I can see that. Yeah.
It's Daredevil Season 3 level gore.
I feel like it's...
The goriest scene was she stitched up a woman with dental floss.
Yes, that was basically it. They didn't really have a whole lot of blood anywhere else. There was no
the rest of it's
actual
just like blood spray when there's gunshots and
yeah.
bones cracking. That's about the extent of it. So if you're wondering about like kids watching it, it's pretty fine.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot different from anything else that they've gotten in the MCU.
But the stories are all more grounded too. It sounds like it's going to be more character driven and grounded for the Spotlight.
Okay, I would hope so, because I mean, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that they want to do with the MCU.
Yeah.
Well, like Vision Quest being one of them.
Yeah.
Which it sounds like Vision Quest has been canceled, and it's like if that happened, that's fine. But I'm gonna need a fucking explanation at some fucking point about where Vision went, what the fuck he did.
Right.
But it's if they would have continued with Vision Quest, or if they do continue with Vision Quest,
yeah,
it should be Spotlight.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way to do it, because I feel like the fact that the way they've been doing it thus far is that they've been like, oh yeah, no, like these could have multiple fucking seasons.
Yeah.
With the exception of WandaVision.
Yeah.
And
I think it's pretty much confirmed Daredevil's getting multiple seasons now.
Well, yeah, because they want to do long running shows.
Yeah.
They're going to do with that with She-Hulk. Thank God.
Do you think Moon Knight's going to get moved to the Spotlight?
You know what? If they're moving, if they're going to have it so Spotlight is mature rating, yes.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
Because I think
Moon Knight would be better with an MA rating.
Yes.
It would
100 fucking times. That was something that I think the first season really needed. Granted, I think the first season was good. Don't get me wrong. I think the way that it was great as is.
It could have been darker though.
It could have been darker. There was more shit that they could have fucking done. And honestly, if they're gonna pursue with the way that they left off season 1, which we had to be getting a fucking season 2, it's gonna be difficult to make Moon Knight fit otherwise. The fact that the way that they left off with season 1, it has to be more mature.
Yes.
Because we ended season 1 with somebody being shot or headshot in the back of a fucking limo.
Yeah.
We're going to be getting more of that character. I think Jake Lockley is what that one is.
I think so, yeah.
With that Jake Lockley character, we need to have a mature rating for Moon Knight.
Yes.
And if the only way to get that is by moving it to the Spotlight banner, I'm fully fucking for that.
Yeah.
I think it works.
And you don't know if the Spotlight banner, if they'll all team up. Maybe we'll get a new Defenders lineup or something.
See, I want Heroes for Hire.
I think we're going to get it. If Deborah... we talked about it earlier. If Deborah Ann Wall, Eldon Hansen, if they're coming back for Daredevil Born Again, Daredevil's coming back, obviously. He is back.
Yeah.
Kingpin's back. John Bernthal is confirmed to come back. There's heavily rumored that Jessica Jones is coming back. Why can't we get Luke Cage and Iron Fist back and have them as a team-up show of Heroes for Hire?
Yeah. No,
under the Spotlight banner.
I think we should get it. I think it would be really fucking good. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's the kind of street-level thing that a lot of fans want.
Yeah.
Is Heroes for Hire.
Yes.
And I know that there are going to be people out there that are complaining. They're like, oh, I want a recast for Iron Fist. I personally don't.
No.
I think that he was great the way that he fucking was. He wasn't given a whole lot of time for this fucking role, so he couldn't really prepare for it nearly as much. But not only that, a lot of the issues that people have is with his writing, and that has nothing to do with the actor.
Right.
Like, yeah, the actor can ad-lib some shit, but I guarantee that a bulk of the stuff that people were complaining about was not ad-libbed by this man.
Right. One thing I'd like to point out about Echo, it's kind of a thing in Ms. Marvel. It's not touched upon as much, but I love that we're getting, like, Daredevil is a big one. They're taking characters' religion seriously.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah. I agree.
Because you got the MCU, but, like, they don't touch on, like, the religion of the characters that much or anything. Thor being the exception, but a lot of people don't believe in
Thor and Black Panther.
Yeah. But, like, Thor's not really a thing anymore for most people, like, Norse thing, but I don't want to dive too much into it, but yeah. Like,
well, the thing that the MCU has gone into, and I'm very fucking glad that it has, because I think that a lot of people, when they hear that religion is being introduced into content, they're like, oh, well, it's going to take over everything. Yeah. Like, they're going to be dominantly this.
Right.
The MCU has not done that.
Right.
And that's one of the things I really appreciate about Love and Thunder is the fact that they're like, oh, yeah, no, every fucking god is here.
Yeah.
It does not matter what fucking religion you follow. They're here.
Right.
It makes me think that God was there somewhere.
But at the same time, like...
South Park version.
That's why I liked about Daredevil, too, was that it respects that character enough to dive into it.
Yes.
Because that is a core part of Daredevil.
Yes.
So I like that Echo is diving into that more.
Yeah. I think that it's great that we're just getting stories told of a people,
Yes.
not just like a person.
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
that's one of the things I like.
The actual tribe had part of the writing and stuff.
Yes.
It said that they and thank you to the Choctaw tribe for helping us with the show.
Yeah. No, they made sure to include them on fucking like everything.
Yeah.
Which is something that I'm always really glad to see. It's something that it's different because it's about white people, not Native Americans.
Right.
But Harold Ramis in Ghostbusters, they brought him back for Afterlife, and they used digital effects and stuff like that. Spoiler alert! Even though it's been out for 3 years.
Yeah, I've not watched 2 yet either. Because I just watched 1 at the beginning of last year when you told me to watch it.
Honestly, you just watch Afterlife now.
2's not that good?
I'm not going to say that's not good. It's good. Like, you should watch it at some point. But for Afterlife, the only information that you really need is from the first Ghostbusters. They don't really talk about Ghostbusters 2 a whole lot. I don't know about this next movie that's coming out a week early now.
Yeah. Godzilla vs. Kong moved too.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. And I think Furiosa moved too.
Huh. I didn't see about those two. I just saw the one about Frozen Empire. But I also follow Ghostbusters news, so.
Yeah, there's one thing in Ghostbusters 2 I know about the the one ghost. I'll tell you after.
Which the one ghost?
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Okay, because man, the saying the one ghost is not
Well, you'll know what I mean when I tell you.
Oh, is it part of your fear?
Yes.
Yeah, so there is a whole ass fucking thing in there. You would have to skip that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay.
Oh, it's a whole part of it?
Yeah, there's a whole scene.
Okay, maybe I'll just skip the movie altogether if it's like a big thing.
Yeah, honestly, I can tell you the things that you really need to fucking know about it.
Yeah, I'll just skip 2 then.
Yeah. It's the thing about Harold Ramis, where they wanted to bring back Harold Ramis, but they didn't want to do it without talking to the family first.
Yeah.
So the family were involved at like every intersection.
Yeah.
Like they were there at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the process, and they fully signed off on everything. And they're like, "No, this is beautiful." Like Jason Reitman did great with it. It's involving the people that you're writing the story about.
Mm-hmm.
It's making sure that you are staying true to who the people were or who the person was or whatever.
Yeah.
It's about that, and that's something that I like seeing now, and we're seeing it more. It's something that I think needs to become a industry
standard.
staple.
Yeah.
Yes, a standard. That's the better word. It needs to become an industry-wide standard because you can't get the stories right without the people that the story's about.
Right.
You can't.
I honestly think, even though he signed over the AI rights, I honestly think Bruce Willis's family should always be involved in whatever movie they want to create him in.
Yeah. No, they should be. That way they can uphold their father's legacy.
Even
husband's
down the
legacy,
line, like grandkids.
their sons, everything.
Even down the line, like his grandkids. Like, I always feel like his family should always have some sort of say in it.
See, okay, I do have a very hot take about family legacy, and it's the fact that if a family member comes out and is like, "Oh, well, my family member wouldn't have wanted this," but you were not alive long enough to really know your fucking family member.
True, yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Well, I'm saying up to the ones that know him alive.
Well, yeah, no, like he knows his grandkids.
Yeah.
He might know his great grandkids.
Yeah. And to that point, they should have a say.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just like 200 fucking years in the future, people who didn't fucking know them.
Right,
Like, it doesn't matter what stories you were told about this person. You didn't know the fucking person. I know that they're fucking family, but just because they're family doesn't mean that you should be able to sign off on who they are, you know?
I guess there's
like you're just doing it for the check at that point.
My grandma said there's a Russian czar like far down in our family. Like I shouldn't have a say in if they made a movie about him. Like
right.
I don't freaking know him.
Like, I didn't know my great-grandfather. He fought in World War II.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I can be like, "Oh, well, my great-grandfather." Like, no, I didn't know the fucking guy.
Exactly.
He was not here when I came about.
Right.
Like, I don't know shit about this dude.
Right.
I don't know. I'm glad that we're starting to involve people.
Yeah.
Like, these outside perspectives to help not only the process get along, but also to be accurate to the story that you're telling.
Yeah.
And the fact that they did this with Echo is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking happy. That MCU has been a kind of complex and controversial company when it comes to stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad that this wasn't one of the things that they just brushed over. They could have. They know they could have. I'm glad they didn't.
I feel like we've kind of had a slump with the MCU like the last few years.
Yes.
I feel like some of the stuff that's happened has been definitely a step in the right direction.
Yes, they're starting to make some good, some better moves.
Echo was one choice. No Way Home and Guardians 3 were others.
Yes.
But they're definitely making some better choices. Because after the Infinity Saga kind of fell apart in a way.
Well, it's one of the things where I'm glad that we have Bob Iger back.
Yeah.
It's one of the few reasons why I'm glad that we have Bob Iger back. Because I'm not a fan of Bob Iger.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons because he's seen the fact that the way that he's going about it with the MCU isn't the fact that people are getting tired of superheroes. It's that people are getting tired of the fact that we're not having the best content that we could.
It's quantity over quality.
Yes, and he wants to reverse that with everything inside Disney.
Right.
So
we're going to be getting less Star Wars too.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. He just said that he kind of wanted to pivot away from Star Wars a little bit, which is the wrong fucking lesson to take, Bob Iger. You're fucking stupid, dude. We haven't gotten a fucking movie for 4 fucking years.
Well, I'm saying less TV shows we should do, like as at once.
Well, like we're getting 3 shows this year, I think.
Yeah.
And I think 2 of them are animated.
I thought there was like 4 or 5.
No, I think 2 got delayed to next year.
Okay, because there was Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi, Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, and Andor.
Yeah. Oh, Andor got pushed back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. Andor did get pushed back to 2025.
There's still 4.
There is still 4. 2 of those are animated.
Right.
2 of them are live action.
No,
that's
3
like all
of them are animated. Tales of the Jedi, Bad Batch, Skeleton Crew.
No, Skeleton Crew is live action.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it has Jude Law.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be partially animated. There's going to be a Ortolan that's part of the main cast.
Okay.
But that's about as far as that goes.
But yeah, I think Echo was it's a step in the right direction.
It was really fucking good. It's definitely going to be one of the highlights of this phase, I think.
Yeah, honestly, it's my favorite of the Disney Plus shows.
Really?
Yeah. It barely beats out Moon Knight.
I can't say where it might be for me
Because you haven't finished it yet.
because I haven't finished it, and it'd be unfair for me to place it anywhere.
So yeah, I've got Echo, Moon Knight, Hawkeye.
Damn.
I'm just a fan of the more grounded storytelling.
Yeah, no, like I fully see that.
Because a lot of the MCU, it's fallen into a trap. It's comedy mixed with action and sci-fi. But a lot of times there's comedy where there shouldn't be comedy, just for the sake of telling a joke. A lot of the humor feels forced in the recent MCU.
Guardians being the exception.
Yes.
Yes.
The Marvels and stuff, Ant-Man, it kind of feels forced. Love and Thunder was... What?
For a second, I thought you were going to bring up She-Hulk again. Like, don't fucking say shit about She-Hulk. I get what you say, but don't fucking say shit about She-Hulk.
I'm just saying I'm not a fan of She-Hulk. Like,
yeah, you just don't like the overly silly aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I can understand. Yeah. No, I can get that.
She-Hulk, it's still in character.
Yes. I feel like she's silly in the same way that Deadpool is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other stuff, it just feels like out of place and forced. Like, Love and Thunder. Cancer storyline, loads of comedy.
Yes.
It just does not work.
That was the one complaint that I really have for Love and Thunder is the fact that there's way too much comedy in it.
Yeah.
You have one of the darkest fucking villains we've had in the MCU.
And a cancer storyline.
And a fucking cancer storyline.
And it's a comedy.
It's a fucking comedy.
Yeah, it does not work.
The fucking goats.
It does not work.
Love the goats, but them buying during very serious moments was not a good way to handle that, Taika. I'm sorry, man. Like, I know what you're doing, but with Love and Thunder,
yeah, no.
Modern movie didn't work. 80s movie, on fucking point. I defend the fact that Love and Thunder is a good movie because it's an 80s movie, not a modern movie. It's an issue that we're getting an 80s movie 40 years later, but still, we would have gotten this shit with Brad Pitt back in the 80s. Convince me otherwise.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was really good.
Yeah, I like it so far.
The action
I cannot,
sequences were great.
Yeah, the fact that this was her name's Alakwa Cox, right?
Yes. This was her first role.
It was her first role. She
freaking nails it.
She does. She's amazing. Like honestly, I don't know. She's just fucking kick ass. I think that everything about this show so far has been really fucking good. I can't wait to finish it.
Outside of the Netflix show, since they weren't original Disney, they're canon now, but they're not original Disney.
Yes.
This show has the best fight sequences, along with Shang-Chi.
Yeah. No, I will agree with that. Echo in general just has the best fucking fight scenes.
Yeah.
Like she's really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But great writing, great story.
Everything was really good about it. I like the attention to detail. I like the world building. Like I like that it was a more isolated story.
Yeah, that's what the spotlight's going to be. It sounds like. One thing I really liked was the how it went silent in certain parts where she was.
Yes, I love the fucking sound design for this fucking show.
Yes.
The first episode where she fights Daredevil being the prime example.
It's just silent until she hears a neck snap.
Well,
feel the neck snap. Yeah.
She's like panicking during that, so she's like, "Oh my god!" Like she kind of gives off like I don't know what the fuck to do. Like I'm in over my head, and then a dude comes after her, and as soon as she snaps his fucking neck, she's all in.
Yeah.
And it's just they use the silence really well to show like this is how Echo's experiencing everything, and it kind of makes it more intense in a way. And I really, really fucking like it.
Yeah. And then obviously we get character signing with her. And
yeah.
One scene I did like with Kingpin, I don't know if you got to it yet. She's trying to order like hot dogs or something from a hot dog stand. And he's like, use your words. And Kingpin just comes up and just savages the dude. Just beats the crap out of him.
I think
that might be the beginning of episode 4.
Yeah.
But Kingpin just pounds him. Like, game over, baby, game over.
He's very protective of her. He's very protective of her.
In his own way, yeah.
Well, like, I mean, he views her as...
kind of like a daughter, yeah.
Kind of like a daughter, yeah.
She calls him uncle.
Yeah. It's... I don't know.
Oh.
It's been a very good show.
It is.
And you're I'm just going to go with what you've been saying. It was a very good show. It was great. Like I definitely did like it more than I thought I would. Like, it was
yeah.
really
You weren't that
solid.
excited for it.
I wasn't. Out of all the projects that they had announced, this was one of my least anticipated ones because I was like, what the fuck are they going to do with her own show?
Yeah,
putting her in spotlight and having her lead spotlight. Best fucking decision that they made.
It's not on Daredevil's level, but this is a strong first start for the Disney version of the Netflix stuff.
Yes.
This is an excellent start.
When it comes to street level, this was amazing.
Yes. I cannot wait for the next Spotlight show.
Do we have any idea what it might be?
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a movie or show next. It's either going to be Daredevil Born Again or Blade.
Yeah, because Blade was confirmed to be Spotlight.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's getting the R rating too. They have confirmed that.
Oh my god, we fucking needed it.
So yeah, this was the first episode of the Marvel Spotlight reviews.
Yeah.
This was Echo. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
And make sure to share and rate us everywhere. Check out the main podcast if you want to.
Yep. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff.
One day TikTok.
Yes.
Our Patreon when we launch it this year.
Yep. We're going to have a lot more content coming soon, and we will see you on next week is our next review word with the Reacher Season 2 review. I don't know if Dylan's part of that, but...
I mean, it sounds like I had to binge 2 seasons.
Oh, you haven't watched any of it?
I haven't watched any of it.
Okay.
I love Alan Richardson. I fucking love him. I liked what I know about Reacher.
Okay, so Paul and I will see you next week for the Reacher review.
Yes, more than likely.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye everyone. Thank you for watching.
It's so good. Whoa.
Well, I like Alan. Like I said, I fucking love Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
He's fucking great. And honestly, I have yet to see a Prime show that lets me down.